today we are going to be specifically diving into some of the top ranked crypto games in the space right now. So I believe we'll talk about 4 different crypto projects right now that have either already displayed gameplay or have gameplay ready for you to jump into it. So let's get started with the topic. First, a quick disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor. Alright, welcome back everybody. So now let's get right into this video. So like I said, we'll actually take a look at several amazing projects. Like these are some of the best crypto games out there, and I think most of you will also agree with that. I do want to say that all of the links you will need will be down in the description. So the first project and game we'll talk about is called DeFi Kingdoms, which actually, to start off with a fun fact, they actually have their own blockchain network, the DFK chain, which is pretty interesting. This is a huge RPG game. That's initially what it is. You can easily play it via the website here, via the play button, of course. And basically you have different heroes which you can command, and then you can do lots of things, right? So you can do PvP, you can explore around in 2 separate worlds, gather and craft, and just in general that there's a lot to this game. So like I said, you have player versus player games with cards, as you can see here. You can also adventure around, and that is also some sort of a PvP kind of idea, but the adventuring is also through world exploration, and they have 2 different worlds, Serendale and Crystal Calville. And within these 2 worlds, you can actually do exploration, do a lot of things. So there's a lot to DeFi Kingdoms, where a lot of crypto games right now, they only have one kind of thing you can do, and you can get better at that one thing. But DeFi Kingdoms actually allows you to do a lot of things. This game is one of the most developed ones. Already released more than 40 features. They've had over 15 governance votes. So actually there is governance. And if you buy their tokens, you actually have some sort of a say in governance. And over 700,000 heroes have been summoned. So that's DeFi Kingdoms, the first game which we will talk about. Now the second game is a classic. It's Axie Infinity. Alright, so Axie Infinity has been and perhaps is the most played crypto game out there. And you can not only play this, but Axie Infinity actually have several games you can play. You have Axie Classic, of course, but you also nowadays have Homeland, Defenders of Lunasian Land, made by Tioland. So there's a lot to it, and you don't only have Axie Classic, you also have Origins. And apart from that, the thing about Axie Infinity is that obviously you have Axies, but you have a huge amount of Axies. And there's actually a lot of strategy to the game, which makes it very interesting and which also allows it to have an esports server, which is, I believe Axie Infinity is one of the only games that actually has its own esports as well. If you haven't checked it out yet, right now you can actually buy Axies at a very low price as well. Very interesting to check out. Personally, I have played the game as well 1.5 years ago or something, and I would definitely recommend you to check that out now that it's cheap to actually get into Axie Infinity itself. Alright, now on to the third project, which is Star Atlas. You cannot play the full game right now. You can discover the story too right now. You can also see a showroom, so there is something you can do. But Star Atlas, basically what it is it's a virtual gaming metaverse based in the future where you have 3 factions which basically struggle for territory, political struggle, everything around that. But Star Atlas, the great thing about it is that it is very well developed, things that they have developed right now. There's a lot of potential and it looks amazing. I mean, you can already see right now via their marketplace, which you can access via their website, which you can access via the links down in the description. You can already see how some things look like, certain ships you can have in Star Atlas, resources, but the graphics are absolutely amazing. So that's amazing to see, and that also creates a lot of potential. And then on their Twitter, they have recently released some more graphics and some more visuals. Looks amazing. The idea is good, I think, for the game. So definitely one you should watch. Now the next project we'll talk about is Midnight Society. This is the last one. You can also get started with the Midnight Society as well, but Midnight Society itself is the studio that creates games, alright? So you should know that the studio is amazing. It has some real novel ideas of how to actually go about designing a gaming studio. But apart from that, they have also released Dead Drop, which you can download right here, as you can see. And that is a game that is a vertical extraction shooter right now. It's built with Unreal Engine 5, so the graphics are amazing once again. It's free to play, alright, and there's a lot to it. I would definitely recommend you to check that out via the website down in the description. But it's also constantly being updated with every snapshot, alright, so it's not only already a great looking and fun game right now, it's also being developed and upgraded while we speak. Alright, so with that, we have reached the end of the video. If you found this video helpful, please make sure to add a like and add comments with questions I might have missed, and subscribe to our channel.